And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Come on, boys, come on. Motion man. Watch 12, watch 12.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Green 18. Like 50. I know he ain't got it.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Come on, boy.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Zoom. Let's go, Mike. 50. Mike.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
18. So the 50. Hey, you block over here. Box it.
You got 3 down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Hey, alert.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Plant 50. Mike's 50. Hey, take 26.
To throw on 3rd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
There we go.
Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll try to run it with Jones. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check 4. Check 52.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
Hey,
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boys. Get him,
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Attack! Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight right. 4 down.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Crash. No. Off. Tighten up.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Yellow.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
50's the mic.
They'll start the drive carry by Jones. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This from 54 yards away. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. If they're smart, they're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Oh, yeah!
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
We got to step it up.
Check 50.
Edwards-Helaire will try to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down.
31's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
31's the mic. Danny.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Any day. Back.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Tight left. Tight ends left. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Shifting, yellow.
Williams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the excitement? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete.
That's it, baby.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Green 18.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll go again to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Blue 58! I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
I'm going to hit you all
A nice run there,
day,
9
baby.
yards, and it'll be second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. If you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you're really worried about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for Jones. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm about to take you to school.
Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Blue 58!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
19! Yeah, this.
Strong right. 3 down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey.
To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the 13-year man puts it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
We're going 25 to Mike.
It's our field.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
You know it. What's my name? What's my name? No, it ain't.
Read 18. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
The defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, yeah! Blue 58! Back north!
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Jones. Into the secondary again. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tight dog. Back north.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Go one more time.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
319. Let's go, D.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Plant. Bring it.
Rodgers now on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Let's go, baby.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Williams. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Double tight, attack, attack.
4 down, even. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
I'm on.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Butker now to kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dust.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Rodgers again now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, tight.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He finds his man. It's awesome. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got 3 down.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Max 22, Max 22. 65, 65. 65. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 10 yards out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tie.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 3, check 3.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Yellow! I go on, Eddie!
I got you.
Come back!
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch out, watch out.
Yellow!
Now Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
31's the mic. I got it.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 3.
Rodgers with the It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. P8's here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even with 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
15.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you're given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
31's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you.
Hey, 57. Shift. Motion.
I got him. On me. 31's the mic.
Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
They run it again with Williams. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yards.
And only able to muster extra couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Yellow, 180.
31's the mic. I'm here all day.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Yellow, 15, 15. That's a lot, 80.
Check, 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 check. Motion, motion, motion.
Now back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Jam it, jam it, jam it.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, hey, hey.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Get this.
Steps away to his left. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams.
319.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Strong right. Go to 50.
Mike, 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hey, it's just me and you.
Now a 1st down carry to Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
That's where you belong.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Green 18.
Switch up, switch up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try again with Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Back north. 26, check 26.
Look 15.
53's the mic. 53, check 53.
Back to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, color. Check 49, check 49.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Las Vegas. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. And off we go from Las Vegas. And here's Lewis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
No. Blue 58.
36. Let's go, baby. We need turnover. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Now the win for UTEP. This is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
No. Blue 58.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Zoom.
here we go again.
Now Rodgers.
Let's bring it.
And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Box it.
Here we go.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
I'm scared. 35's the mic.
Chip. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Here we go. Red 88.
Check hot route. Hot.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Watch the fly. Motion. Pop.
Gray.
26 Mike.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ready. Like 80.
26 Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Pats have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 46 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Zoom.
36. My 36.
Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Box it.
Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of time. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Game time.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a toss, left side, Michelle. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 23-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 52 yards on the ground. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go, fellas.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Ready?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready?
They run with Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
You ain't got nothing.
36.
This is Harris. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I see 47, 47. Single, slot. Hey,
Gun.
over there. You're on an island.
Ready?
3rd and long. It's Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give to Aaron Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Absolutely.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Hey, pick it.
Mike. Plant.
Mike, 36. Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Blue 58.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Gun.
Hey, watch edge. Watch edge.
Shoot. Blue 58.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Express.
26, Mike. 26.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You're set. Black 80.
6, Mike.
Hey, check.
Watch left. He's tight with these.
Express.
Hey. 4 down.
To throw again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Take that!
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like moves up on the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Target.
Great. 26, Mike. 26.
They will go for it. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well.
20. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
26, Mike. 28.
Now Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Gun.
After the sack on first down, Newton, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Turn up.
Watch that.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Get ready.
All day.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Come on now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mike. 26, Mike.
Kill.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
35 to Mike.
Now Rodgers got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Check 43.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And here's Lewis. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
They go play action here on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Over. Gun.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. We got to run out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Tight end right.
You got 3 down. Zoom.
Motion.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
No. 258.
He's coming, Mike. Hey, keep
Check 30.
Say.
Run right.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 43 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Get leverage, knock people.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey.
And he'll throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. 15.
31's the mic.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
And his kick is right through. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here's Lewis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's do this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Line 80.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 4 down. 4 down.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Single. Motion. Watch 10. Watch 10.
Hey, 43.
Double tight. 31's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 7-7, our score after one. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell able to make it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Come on, baby.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Jones. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Give to Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
319. Team Mike.
Mike's 22, Mike's 22. There we go.
On third down, here's Jones. Down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chris Jones, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they find more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go right here now.
Plant. Mike 22, Mike 22. Quit talking about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's flushed out left. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Zoom. Mike 22, Mike 22. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 22, he's coming.
Yeah, Liz. Box it.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. 58, somebody. Watch the flag.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Yellow.
Mike 51.
Tackles. 51 to Mike. 51.
Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Why? Get wide.
Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
Here we go.
Check. Hero 15.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They'll try again with Bell. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell able to make it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Let's go.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Throwing again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 56. Mike 56.
I'm coming.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Wait! There's the line, 80!
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm
15.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Snap coming in 1, and it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up.
In your face!
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear. That fortune's do that pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Yellow.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Ready?
Hey, 15.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Yellow. There's a blue 80.
Check pass.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Ripless. Hey, let's go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Come on, fight down these two.
Mike 51.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul, nothing to be gained by.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back up.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
22's coming.
Zoom.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Adams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers. Being chased out left. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Austin's got it left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with them. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Rip right. 31's the mic. Ricky. 31's the mic.
It's been a long day for you.
Yellow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. Big hold to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Las Vegas. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Credit the tackle to Tano Passigno. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Not today, baby, not today.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You have some explanations.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
You ain't ready today.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
We gotta go, baby.
Trash, you're trash. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Get ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, Clifford on fourth turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
No. Off.
On third down, it's Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Tighten up.
Back north.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
319.
Mike 50, huh? You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Plant.
Hey.
On second down is Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
You better be ready. Don't be
Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and a decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. They go back to the ground with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Keep playing hard.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
You don't want no
Well, if you're a
problem
football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Zoom.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on it.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Let's go.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
58, right over there,
They'll
right over there.
take it.
Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58,
I like
right
the way
there.
you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Yellow.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
I'm coming. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike. Let's go, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That's right. Get off the
Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
58's Mike. I got you. I got you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, 58.
Hey, color.
58's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 58's the Mike, 58.
Yellow.
Mike. Back, back, back.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, 43.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Yellow.
I got him. I got him.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Yellow. I got Blue lady.
Let's go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here's Lewis. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds an opening past the 40. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Mike 22. Who's coming? Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
Final shot before break. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Attack! 25's the mic. 43!
D, let's start. All right, D. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going. 25's the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened every day?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's it, baby.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Riblet.
25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
We're going 25's the mic.
Color.
Bandit. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going 25.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I got wide.
Hey, go going.
We're going 25's the mic.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10.
Right here, guys.
Mahomes to throw once more. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Hey, I got him.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be equal of throwing it in that situation.
Let's go, fellas.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
We're back now in KC. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
I got one.
Plant.
22, he's coming.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a first down.
No. 319.
He's a 50. Check Mike 50. Who there? Who there?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Strip that ball.
Now it's Rodgers.
50, Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And his throw is incomplete.
Baby stop.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So we got man. Under crush.
They'll try and run some pressure and keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
319.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 13-year man puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Hero 15.
Watch the out.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
I got you, punk. 58.
Now Mahomes.
Hey.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
There's the blue lady. Five's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Mahomes to throw.
Shit.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that can be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Tighten down. There you go.
On first down, it's Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 43 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Yellow.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You ain't gonna burn me. Day.